And the wheel of death is gone, so we should go
Your
live
show
here
will
in
go
just a
live
sec.
in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
You are muted right now, Eric, and that is funny stuff.
And I didn't mean to do that this time. My goodness, what a rookie. Okay, so good evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday evening. Welcome to the Crossing the Crescent Discussion Group. Once again, we are here every Tuesday evening at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we are also here every Sunday afternoon from or at 2 p.m. Wait, did I say that right? 5 p.m. Central Standard Time on Tuesday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time on Sundays. We're also broadcasting on the Global Patriot Radio Network on Blog Talk Radio. And we simulcast to 2 Facebook pages and also here to the YouTube channel. Uh-oh. Let me click on this and hit OK. There we go. I have had some issues with my printer this evening, and I have no idea. I have no idea how to get it to stop, other than just picking it up and throwing it out the window. And I dare not do that because these things are not cheap. Okay, golly, stop. And it's still not doing it. Okay, it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter because I have to get this off my screen in order to look at the chat. Anyway, okay, so tonight, what are we discussing tonight? Excuse me. Tonight I want to discuss the corruption of the Gospels. And I wanted to throw this answer or this question out to everybody and say, okay, because we've always heard this attack on the gospel record, this incessant attack. Well, we can't trust the gospels. The gospels have been corrupted. That there's been insertions in the gospels. Man has gone in there and tampered with it. It's not the word of God anymore. We've heard of all this, have we not? Yeah, I see everybody shaking their head. No, I don't see.
Yeah, I was nodding my head. I'm agreeing with you, Eric.
Okay, well, thank you. I'm glad somebody is. Okay. A little positive reinforcement always helps the show move right along. Paul and I were having that discussion today. How great it is to have people to actually talk to and converse with, instead, because the old format that I was doing over on when I was just doing the Radio Freak Affairs stand and such, you just sat there and talked for an hour and a half. And you try talking to yourself for an hour and a half. Even when I am talking to myself, it's really hard to talk to myself that long in a row. Anyway, so the point that I was trying to make was about the Gospels. All of these charges have been leveled at the Gospels for, I don't know, for the last 20, 25, 35,000 years or however many years it's been since they've leveled these, since the Muslims have figured out that the Quran actually does contradict the gospel message. So therefore, it had to be corrupted. Okay. We talked about before.
I'm gonna leave at 6.
That red. There we go. We did not have himself muted. That's okay. We forgive him. what was I saying? That it had been that they've been corrupted. That has to be the reason why the Quran contradicts the gospel. And it's not even the gospel, don't you see? It's the Injil, this made-up, fabricated book that evidently Jesus was given at some point in time, but nobody ever mentioned that he had. Nobody in all of recorded human history has said anything about this Injil. It's always been called the gospel. So, what I've wanted to do tonight is I wanted to talk about that, but it seems like we're still having some issues with this fella out of Houston. And I hate I really absolutely 100% hate doing this, but it has to be done. What this guy
Eric,
has done, what?
Eric, we got a new sponsor because of him, but I'll let you continue. But we got to bring up the new sponsor. Just saying.
Why am I not getting any of this ad revenue from this new sponsor?
Because, well, they're Jews, Just saying.
For Jews. Oh boy. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying? Okay, so our sister Connie, who just happened to drop in here on a nick of time, of course. She's always not on time, but that's okay. Her YouTube channel was taken down this week because this imam, how do you say that? Mujahid? How do you say that name, guys?
Mudface. That's how. Yeah.
Okay.
Mudface. That sounds good.
Mudface, I like it.
All right. Well, whatever. Because of this Mujahid Islam guy and his friend Jamal. Is that our new sponsor there, Rad? Jamal?
Jamal, the camel urine for men, full body wash. No, actually, that's not one of our sponsors, but no. But yeah,
Okay.
Camel Dude. Just call him Camel Dude.
Camel Dude? Camel Dude? All right. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing that. As long as it, as long as it pays, that's about all I care about. As long as we're getting some
Eric?
type of money. Yeah.
Can you share my screen? I just want to wish somebody. I want to congratulate them.
Okay.
I'd like to congratulate the Houston Imam on his movie part. I'm sure he made a lot of money playing that part in the movie. Very good job. Very good job. All right, there you go.
Like I said, I love having a panel on here that is willing to share stuff like that. I hadn't seen that. Because I'm looking over here on my other monitor where it's actually okay, never mind. But the resemblances are striking. Okay, so what was I saying? I was talking about Jacaba. What is that? What is this?
Jacaba the Hutt. He's gonna beat me up though. He's gonna beat me up though when I go and visit him in Houston.
That's what I heard. He's some tough guy. Okay, so all right, so. Okay, this is what this guy. Okay, let me just give you a little brief history of what this guy was happened. Okay, this past summer we had all this mama drama between him and his buddy Beholder Guard over. He slandered me. Do you think you're going to get away with? Hold on. Do you think? Hold on. Get up there. Do you think you're going to get away with slandering me? Type stuff. I mean that's. Yeah. I mean I don't get up on the camera like that. But yeah. And we sat there all summer watching this crap. And, I could, like I said, I could care less whether or not he had been slandered. The Holdergard was right. I did not care. But I just got sick and tired of listening to him whine, snivel, and complain once his channel had been taken down. I mean, because Beholder Guard kept telling him, look, you keep doing this, I'm going to report you, I'm going to report you, I'm going to report you, and I'm going to get strikes put on your channel. And they were bogus strikes. We all know they were bogus strikes.
And we also,
it's stupid and it's childish to be doing that.
Exactly.
No.
We all said it was wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Exactly. We did say it was wrong. I mean, this is dumb.
Don't do that.
But the problem was that him and his buddy Marshall had been doing it for years. I was telling Connie that I've lost 9 Facebook accounts, and and I get it. I get being upset about it because you put all that work into it and then it's gone and there's nothing you can really do about it. And what I wanted to do is I just wanted her to welcome to this group of martyrs that have had our social media accounts taken down. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. He lamented the fact that Beholder Guard had gone in there and nefariously, erroneously reported his videos for copyright infringement.
Called it an injustice.
An injustice of mankind. How dare you falsely accuse me of X, Y, and Z, or whatever it was. And I don't care. But Connie made a couple videos, put them up on a YouTube channel, and you never guess who posted copyright infringement, bogus copyright infringement strikes. You guessed it, the Imam. And I've developed a new name for the Imam. What was that name that we posted there in chat? That was absolutely priceless.
Jacob the Hut.
Yeah, Jacob. Yeah, I like that one.
Jacaba.
Jacaba the Hut. Jacaba. I like that one even.
Soldier of Allah. I am a soldier of Allah.
Yeah, that's exactly. Okay, so here I'm going to post in chat the new one. Imam Jaban. And I ran this through our Arabic-speaking friends. Jaban Ibn al-Islam. Okay. That's what my suggestion is going to be for when we refer to him. And the
I'm
reason,
sorry, I think Chicaba the Hut is better. I'm just saying.
You really?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You got trumped. You
got
trumped!
Man.
I know,
all right, well, I'm just going to run with that one. Jaban. Oh, here's George. Hey, George. I'm going to stick with this one because Jaban, and I asked Connie about this. I said, do you know what this means? She's like, no, I don't know what it means. I said, Google it. And she said, it's not coming back with the right translation. Anyway, Jaban is the word for coward in Arabic. So here you have the Imam, the cowardly Imam of Islam is what it basically means. And the reason why I say that is because only a coward would do the same exact things that he cried about, snivel about, whined about for people doing to him, he's doing to somebody else.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Did I interrupt you in a rant? I mean, I hate when that happens to me.
I'm used to it.
Okay. But no, I was just going to say, hold on a second. Well, go ahead. Continue with your rant. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. So what I was saying is this is what a coward does. He sits there and whines, complains, moans about, oh, all this injustice is done to my channel. He shouldn't have done that. How could he dare do this to me? It's not right that he does this. And we agreed. We agreed it was the wrong thing. You don't do that to somebody. You inappropriate. You not the word's not illegal. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not to illegally report them, but erroneous. There we go. There's a good word. Erroneously report them. It's unethical. It is scumbaggish behavior, and this is what him and that other sewer-dwelling, swimming pal Jamal did to our sister Connie. Illegitimate. Thank you, Chloe. Illegitimate. That's a good word. This is what they've done to her YouTube account. And yet we are all supposed to just sit here and say, well, that's them. We need to rise above it. And we do as Christians. As Christians, we expect this type of stuff from people of this caliber. And the reason why I call him a coward is because, number one, he's doing the same exact things that he was crying about. But number two, he likes to fancy himself this great soldier of Allah. I've been a soldier of Allah for, I don't know how many years he claims he's been a soldier of Allah, protecting Islam and all this, that, and the other.
It's quite a statement. That makes him a jihadi, right?
Well, that you would have to actually physically participate.
Mujahideen at the very least.
Well, see, that's what he's calling himself. He's a mujahid. Mujahid, or however you pronounce it.
Yes.
That's what he calls himself. I'm a Mujahid. I'm a
Mujahideen.
Mujahideen.
Mujahideen Islam.
All right.
Mujahideen.
Well, he's not. Let's just put it that way, because a mujahideen would actually engage in this type of behavior. A mujahideen last fall would not have run to a fellow kafir and ask him to please stop these other kafirs from exposing his past. He would have continued to pursue this kafir to get me fired from that teaching position that I had in order to protect those Muslim children that he claims that he needs to protect from me, because I preach evil Islam stuff in classrooms, evidently. That's a coward. That's not a soldier. That's what a coward does. So when the time came, Imam Jaban al-Islam was AWOL. So I would ask the Imam Jaban al-Islam to take that name off of his little facey thing that he does. Like, I have Eric Smith. I should put Eric Smith the Great. But would that make me great? No, it doesn't make me great. It makes me look like a narcissistic fool. And just as that would make me look like a narcissistic fool, that name under his little thing he does on StreamYard makes him look like a fool, because everybody knows what he's doing now. He's going out and he's whacking people's accounts because he doesn't like to be criticized.
Doesn't that sound like somebody he follows?
What's that?
Doesn't that sound like somebody he follows?
Hey,
he does. He's actually, this is Sunnah. How did I not figure that out? This is Sunnah.
hey, Eric.
Yes.
Hey, George. I've got a question for you, dear brother. You are you there, George?
I am.
Excellent. So, can you describe how Kenny can be deadly?
There are some serious military weapons out there, and I'm sure Eric Smith is aware of some of these deadly weapons. But if you put the imam on a hill and roll him down onto your troops, that could be dangerous.
Say that again. I didn't understand that. Say that again.
If you put him on a hill,
okay,
and roll him down onto some American troops, that could be quite deadly.
You know, all joking, all kidding aside, I gotta say, dude. Well, a couple things. First of all, I'm very disappointed in the imam. I had thought he was going to come away, and I actually did, because as you all know, I had a 5.5 hour interaction with him. Well, not really 5.5 hours interacting with him, more like, interacting with him for like 30 minutes at the most, and listening to him read from his book for 3 hours. But anyway, we're waiting to come up on the mic. Anyway, but I thought he was going to come away from this whole Beholder Guard thing humble. Okay? I can't hear you, Eric. You say something? Okay. But I thought he was going to come away from this whole thing humble. Saying, yeah, okay, I get it. What happened to me now. Okay, it happened to me by one of my own that I call a Muslim brother, or used to call a Muslim brother. So, yeah, maybe this whole thing is not too bad. But here's the thing.
Hold on. Somebody's got to... Hold on.
It's either Paul or Chris. I think it's Paul. Paul's echoing.
It's me.
It's you. Stop it. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, I thought he would come away humble, from this whole experience and be like, yeah, okay. Didn't expect an apology, of course not, because the imam can do no wrong. But no, I thought he would come away humble and just be like, yeah, okay, let's not do this again. This is stupid. It's childish. And it really is just stupid. Okay. But no, all of a sudden I wake up this morning to the news of what happened to Connie. And here's the funny thing. He is demonstrating Islam to us. He has said that he follows the Sharia law, that he is a mujahid. Okay, he is a soldier of Allah. And by him doing these things, he is definitely demonstrating this. Eric, got to mute yourself because you are echoing here. Okay? Anyway, I don't know why. just as long as you stay muted, you're good. That's
Rad,
how we like
hold on
it, Eric.
just a second. Rad, hold on
What?
just a second. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
I have no idea why this is playing.
I hear no echo.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna jump out and jump right back in. Give me a minute.
Okay. Well, anyway, as I was saying, I thought he was going to come away humble from the situation, but no. But the point is this. I mean, he is demonstrating Islam because what has happened? He gets attacked by one of his own. He claims it's an injustice. So what is his recourse? Is he goes after, okay, and attacks the kafir. Okay? He goes and attacks the kafir. And he does the same thing that was done to him. Okay? By his own Muslim brother. And he does this, he attacks the kafir. Not only that, but Connie, I kind of think you trigger him. The reason why he targeted you is because, well, his ex-wife, who he's not a wife beater, he never beat her, even though he punched her in the forehead, but he didn't beat her. Okay? Her name is Connie. So honestly, I think just by the name that triggers this hatred, okay, that he has. But either way, bottom line is this, Kenny. I gotta tell you, I'm very disappointed in you. Okay, well, I shouldn't say I'm disappointed in you. I should say that, well, you never fail to disappoint us. Okay, or me in particular. But thanks to that, we got a great new sponsor. I'm gonna share my screen here. We'll take care of this. This is a great time for the break here. Let me pull it up here. What do I do with you? Hold on. We are a professional organization, as you can tell. All right, let me pull that up here. Go to share screen. Share screen. No.
Yeah, let me just say that people were asking in the chat that we had residual noise, and it was me. I had another window open that I did not mean. I don't know how. It doesn't matter. It's fixed now. Brad, what are you doing? You wanted to share your screen, and now you're taking 10 minutes to do that. How is it?
I'm trying to find it, dude. What happened?
Well,
Okay,
usually
well,
only have one or two
if they are,
screens.
what's that, Chris?
Okay, here we go. I got it. Go ahead.
I mean, if these people are going to be our sponsors, we got to be Ricky Tick with. We're not going to get paid.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I got it. I'm on it. Okay.
All right.
All right. Let me get my radio voice. Our new sponsors from the author of the book, You Might Be a Muslim, a.k.a. Kenny, if you. Intro to the book. The upcoming book by world-renowned best-selling author who is yet to be published, but she's the best-selling author, even though we can say this because, she is. Again, the book, You Might Be a Muslim, a.k.a. Kenny, if you plant the known Islamic falsehood. You plant seeds of Islamic division. You condition people to accept lying Islam. You are an Islamic fraud. You set your Islamic agenda. You are fighting mad when told Islam is a lie. It is. You perpetrate the propaganda. More lies. The choice is yours. Intro, Chapter 1. Yo ho ho and a plate of pork. You will learn such wonderful things as Islam, which is referred to as a plate of pork, indeed builds up walls of hatred and bigotry, since it has no witnesses to go by, but the heart of man to manipulate the evil upon it, to use men to murder one another. This plate of pork is evil thoughts and murder by no other than sons of the father of lies, pawns of the devil. We see these walls of Islam that the devil has built through manipulated men which are entrapped, who know better, but to follow blindly this plate of pork. Islam, these walls have succumbed many of the raging men to defend the very evil that has held them captive, some at birth. That's right, people. Pick up your soon-to-be released copy of You Might Be a Muslim, a.k.a. Kenny, if at wherever you buy your books, somewhere, Amazon.com, whatever. But anyway, soon to be released, again, You Might Be a Muslim, a.k.a. Kenny, if. Pick it up where fine books are sold everywhere.
Wow. That looks... And how long did it take Sister Connie to write that book?
Shh, we can't tell the author's name.
Oh.
She's a world-renowned best-selling author, even though she hasn't published a book yet. But that didn't stop the mom from claiming that. You know that? I'm the author of the best-selling book. Your book hasn't been published yet. No, but that's what I'm told to say. Okay. But no, seriously, you know what? It's funny. I've been thinking about this. Like you actually pointed out, Eric. You said, whenever you crack a joke with the dude, he freaks out. He has like no sense of humor. And I cracked that joke about him reading for an hour. Dude, I am not making this up. I traveled all over my hood and did all kinds of stuff while he was reading from his book and came back to him. You know what I mean? Like an hour and a half later. But I made the joke and he got all offended by it. And it's like, dude, for a big tough guy, for a guy that knows how to use his fists, remember he says that I have my fists to defend me, while he's going to beat me up. He's going to do all this other stuff. When we finally do meet, hopefully in January, February of this year, if not, it'll be in June sometime. Or I'm going to give him the opportunity to meet me, I should say. But here's the thing. I thought this dude was short. I thought he was a short little dude. I thought he was like 5'0" the way he carries on. Like he's got the serious hardcore Napoleon syndrome going on here. You know what I mean? No, it's really bad. And then I looked up his arrest record, okay, and everything. It turns out, no, he's 5'9". He's like 260, 75 pounds, and no, he's, he's a big boy. But I'm like, dude, for a big tough guy, to be, to overreact on everything, right? I thought he was overcompensating for his height, but now I'm thinking he's overcompensating for something that's a little bit smaller. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, dude, seriously, Kenny, now we got to respond to you. You know what I mean? Now we got to respond to this. I mean,
it's absolutely, and it's, and people have pointed this out in chat. This is just absolutely juvenile. It really is. Let me copyright them and get their channel. This is what little children do. When you've lost an argument, this is what you do. If you're going to put yourself out there and you're going to say, okay, I'm this, and pretend you're this pious person being attacked by the shaitan, them devils over there at that channel attack me incessantly, and they're always. If you're going to put yourself out there as being some whiz bang of smart,
yeah, he's really smart. He's smarter than me.
Yeah, we knew that. Right. Of course, why? Because he said so. But if you're going to put yourself out there, and then when your points are challenged, and this is what got him all upset last year, is when I was critiquing his pathetic little book that I got here. He was all upset about that, and. One of the things that I did ask him, I said, are you going to at least put a bibliography in this book where you can actually demonstrate some of these points that you're trying to make? And I got 6 pages of a bibliography. All right, well, good luck with that. I'm going to check your sources is what I'm going to do. That's if I ever get this book. I think he had, didn't you say that he put this out like in a PDF or something already?
Well, no. So he's releasing his second edition of Confronting the Propagandas. I don't know, that ridiculously long title that, thanks to you, inspired him to name it Confronting the Propagandists of Hate, whatever it is. I forgot what it is. It's a ridiculously long title.
Because we are on it. Let me remove the swine here on top of this book. Because we are the swine.
I can't believe you bought it.
Again. Yeah, I know. I'm a child.
Hey, Eric. I just wanted to announce to everybody, I am an author. I am Ontario renowned, Canadian-wide known. I wrote a grocery list today.
And pinned it to your fridge, dude. That's right, for publication.
Just saying, hey, if Kenny can claim it just for writing a few words, I could do the same thing.
And why not? I mean, is allowed. Okay.
But Chris, are you a doctorate student at some university that nobody ever heard of, and you mispronounced it to make it sound like it was Michigan University?
I've been Dr. Chris Claus for a long time. If you go on to Pal Talk, remember, I have a PhD in refutation and exposure of Islamic doctrines.
That's right.
Got that from Pal Talk University.
That's right. Yep.
And I finally figured out how to get on Pal Talk last week.
Why would you stay away from that?
Is that what we were on, Chris? Was that Pal Talk that you had that debate the other night with that kid?
No,
No, that's
no.
Discourse. Yeah.
Discord.
That was Discord. All right, never mind. All right,
All right, I have multiple books. So anytime he wants to talk to someone who's actually published, I have 4 books on the topic of civilization jihad, and numerous and working on devotionals. So
I have your other book over here too. Thank you.
But Paul, have you taken 2 class? Paul, have you taken 2 classes from Michoacan? What is Mishka?
Mishka.
It
sounds like Michigan. It sounds like Michigan.
He deliberately mispronounced it. But no, Mishka online school of how to interpret the Tasfir, and have no idea what the hell you're talking about. No, seriously, that's Kenny. Okay.
Let's see, a graduate assist. I got a graduate certificate in intelligence analysis. I don't know. Masters. Yeah. So if he wants to compare knowledge, it sounds like everybody here on this panel has more knowledge than he does. So, I mean, I don't know what kind of actual school, if he ever went to one, and
he did.
And then if he went to one, did he ever graduate? Was the other question.
No. So here's the thing, Paul. So you're missing out kind of an inside joke. My first interaction with Kenny was he was bragging about how he's the author of the book, Confronting the Patriots of Hate, or whatever the title is. It's a ridiculously long title. Okay. So my dumbass, I go to Amazon because I want to see. Okay, this dude published the book. Okay. So I go to Amazon and I put in the title that he gave. It comes up nothing. I put in his name, Kenny Beaumont. Comes up nothing. And searching for authors. So I get back to him on Facebook and I said, dude, did I get your name wrong? Are you publishing under a pseudonym? Did I misspell the title of the book? Because I'm not finding it on Amazon. And he quickly retorts back, well, I haven't published yet. I'm still looking for a publisher, but I am the author of the book of Confronting the Patriots of Hate, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. This is one of the screenshots. This is my first interaction with Kenny. This is how I got introduced to Eric, by the way, because of this. This is totally funny.
And the worst in the rest of his history, yeah.
Exactly, blah, blah, blah. So let's read what he says here. Yes, I am the author of the book, blah, blah, blah. Hold on, let me pull it up here. I am the author of the book, Consider Islam, a 30-year revert from Christianity. He's a student of comparative religions, and I am working towards my doctorate. Do not pretend to tell me what I think or know. But this is how he always talks, always responds to this tone. I think or do not pretend to tell me what I think or know, especially when I'm confident that I can tell you more about your religion than you can possibly tell me about mine.
So leave that up for a second. This is put that back up. I'll tell you. Here's how you tell that this guy is a true idiot and doesn't know anything.
Exactly.
So let's take a look. It says, I am the author, and he capitalizes it. So now we know that he has less than a 3rd grade education, because he capitalizes author and consider. He doesn't understand basic capitalization, which, again, gets taught in 2nd and 3rd grade, 1st grade too, but they should know it by then. And then let's go to